told her, I was like, you teethed me. And she was, no, it didn't. And I was like, I think I know if you teethed me. And she was like, yeah, really? I was like, yeah. Did make a bit of difference, though. I just had to get back on.
He should take a deep dive into that.
Yeah, we should take a deep dive.
If you ever... Good
No.
God.
Let's do the opening of the show.
Good God.
Do the opening of the show. Hey, thank
God.
you. So you want to lead or you want me to?
After you, sir.
All right.
After you.
Thank you for joining us. Obviously, this is Michael, and this is... What's your fucking name?
Josh!
Son of a bitch. This guy forgets. Now, so we have a great show today. We got a lot of fun stuff. There's a lot to get into. Mike Tyson, obviously, we want to get into that.
Yeah,
That's a legend of ours. We don't like the way he was treated. Let's say that.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Fuck, man.
Treat that guy that way.
Dude.
Fucking poke a bear.
If you missed it, Mike Tyson got in the fight on the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
And I, for one, believe the guy deserves...
The guy's an asshole. The guy is a literal asshole.
Yeah.
Called him a peasant. Said a whole bunch of other shit. You could tell what he was doing. He was trying to fuck with him. He was trying to...
Why?
Rile him up.
Why?
Oh, I think this is because he got on Joe Rogan's podcast, the other guy's podcast, and they start getting too deep. You start getting deep like that, people start fucking with you for lawsuits. And he just came out about him doing DMT and mushrooms and this life-changing experience.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, you got fucking someone messing with you on JetBlue. So...
Why is he flying JetBlue?
Yeah, who flies JetBlue?
That's not good, Tyson.
Nobody flies JetBlue.
Come on, Mike.
Fly Jet Red. Putan.
Dude, you imagine you're just on your flight.
Yeah.
And let's say this guy didn't do anything, even though we believe he did. Imagine just sitting there, you're fucking in first class, you're just like, la-da-da. And then Mike Tyson just like stands up, turns around.
Wailing on your fucking... That's what they... See, it's funny because every news outlet is making it sound like Mike Tyson turned around and was like, hey, can I get a camera picture? And Mike just started wailing on him. That's not what happened at all.
Man.
You gotta watch the video. He's messing with Mike. He's fucking with Mike. He calls Mike a peasant. He said, should have never gave you N-words money. You don't do shit like that. That's fucking disrespectful and rude. It's out of line.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that guy should have died. I wish he would have got hit hard enough. Thank God Mike didn't kill him.
Yeah.
But
Can you imagine? There's like a handful of people. I mean, more than that, but definitely a handful of people of like 100% don't want to fight.
Oh God.
Mike Tyson's in the top like 5 for sure.
Top 2 for me.
Top 2.
I never want to fight Mike. Never want to fight Mike.
Right.
Never.
Probably right.
First of all, I love him. So the
top
only
2,
defense...
he's not 2.
He's not 2. The only defense you'd have against him is to give him a hug and tell him that you're sorry. I wouldn't try throwing any hooks. He's got all the hooks. He's got all the hooks.
The defense is impenetrable.
It's impenetrable. It's impenetrable. I love that guy. Mike Tyson.
Didn't we... Our first
Yes.
time out recording, we talked about Mike Tyson.
He's one of my faves, dude.
And how he's like a national treasure.
He is a national
They're trying
treasure.
to take him down.
Oh, they are
They
trying to.
They can't. I won't let it.
He's a thug, and you know it's stuff like the bad media outlets that we're seeing that is just crazy. Oh, I do remember what I want to talk about. Elon Musk, Twitter. We wanted to talk. Have you been watching this?
I heard he tried to, because he's He's like 9% shareholder, right? Currently. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, I'm just going to buy Twitter. He's like, I should just buy Twitter because he went to some board meetings. It was like, this is bullshit. And it was like, I should just buy this company.
Yeah.
That, I think, would be very awesome.
Well, his big thing was that Twitter is not a free speech platform, and he thinks it needs to be reconstructed to be a literal canvas for truth. And that's kind of what he wants.
Yeah.
I think it's bold. You know, I get it. I get why he wants to buy Twitter instead of making his own.
Dude.
It's already worldwide.
Yeah.
All the news stations.
Well, he's talking about making his own.
Yeah. Well, all the news stations kind of follow in line with Twitter and the online media.
Yeah,
that's where they get a lot of their stories. That's where they get a lot of their reports.
Very true.
So, you know, I could see where it's not that he wants to control the narrative, but he wants to take away the control of the narrative, which is vital.
You ever listen to Elon Musk?
Oh yeah.
Talk?
Oh yeah.
Very interesting, dude.
Very. I think we all went to high school with guys like Elon. You know,
very interesting.
Just definitely like he's got a little thing to him. He's a genius though. Very smart guy. you could tell when his mind is working. That guy's got 9 windows open on his computer. Like he's like, I'm doing calculus. Okay, yeah. Oh no, global warming is a problem. Yes, he's definitely an intelligent guy. Very smart. Really.
I mean, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Assume.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Never met him.
I've never shook his hand.
I can't.
That guy's a good guy.
I never got to judge the man in person. Okay.
But yes, he was trying to buy it so that he could fix it, and they rejected his offer.
We need to start off the episode.
Yeah.
Salute,
baby.
Skull.
Sorry, we still don't have a name for the show.
Fuck.
It's still the show.
The show.
Right now.
Da, 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 yeah. No.
So
none of that. No.
So we still haven't figured that out. Bear with us. We will. For anybody wondering why we do this, or like why we think that we can even do this, is like, first of all, me and Josh, I don't think I've ever met anybody as close as how we are ever since kids, and this is for us. This is for us more than I think is for the world. We'd love to share it with the world. If you guys like it, that's great. If not, we don't care. We want this so that we can look back at this 20 years from now and we can remember.
Yeah.
So
if one of us dies, we can watch this and remember each other. Yeah.
So this is a.
You better not die.
You better not die. You better not die. Salute. Salute.
I'll drink to that.
Oh no! So okay, so there was that with the Twitter thing. I did want to bring up. They rejected his offer. So he bought 9%. Yeah. And then they were like, "We're going to give you a sit on the board. You can get a seat in here, but if you have a seat on the board, you can't do this." And then he was like, "Fuck that. I'm not doing that because then I can't do this. Mm-hmm. And then he said, "I would like to make an initial offer." Here, he offered, the stocks were trading around $37. He offered $54 for enough stock to buy 50% of the company. And they were like, "No, that's not a good price," which is bullshit because he offered almost nearly double. So that's crazy. They rejected his offer because obviously they don't like free speech. Nobody wants free speech. The narrative is to control you, and we're not going to let that happen. It's crazy because the minority outshanks the majority right now. I mean, majority of people, I'd say 92%, are still good people, still amazingly
happy. Where do you get these numbers?
Yeah, they come from my book, my fact book. Check. Yeah, I got a fact checker.
What does he say? Was it right?
Mamba? He's like, Mama says good.
Mama says it good.
Mama says. Our next segment, Mamba says.
Mamba.
Okay, so we did that. We got to talk about Twitter. Anything else that we needed to hit before we get into the...
So, are you... Well, I mean, I was going to piggyback off of the Mike Tyson idea.
Yeah.
Because there was a boxing match today.
Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
You say he's fighting?
Fury versus White.
Ooh.
So, dude, I fucking love Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury's a beast.
His fundamentals, he's an artist in there. It's crazy.
It's crazy because he's so fat and out of shape. The Gypsy King is a lord of saviors, but he's a wild guy. You would have never seen the Gypsy King fight back in the 80s. They wouldn't even have put him on a card. Like, even though he's so good, they would have had him 32-0 before he would have fought anybody big because they just don't respect that. They do now. Because they can't deny him.
Yeah,
but,
I really... I mean, we're technically doing this instead of watching that, but I plan on watching that after this.
TiVo Bebo.
I plan to buy it legally.
Mm-hmm. So I thought of a brilliant idea for NFTs.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that a little bit later. I'm not going to tell everybody my idea yet because then it wouldn't be my idea anymore. But... we're going to make some NFTs, dude, and I know exactly what we're doing. We're selling is going to be more than anybody thought.
If you say your idea out loud, Lil Wayne will come up with a song about it.
In 5 minutes.
In like 5 minutes.
And I found that recently Drake is reading the same book.
Drake? God damn it.
So first of all, hold on here. BTY, Better Than You, has been on my arm forever. BTY, Better Than You, is something I've said forever. OTFTW, On Top of the World, things like these. And I'm seeing them in rap songs now. DaBaby came out with something that said BTY better than you. And I was like, you son of a bitch. I mean, luckily, I have the receipt on my body, so you can't deny me.
Thank God.
DaBaby.
Patented it.
I did patent it.
Good shit.
I general patented it.
Trademark.
Watermark.
Food stamped.
Earmark. Food stamps. Partysian.
Boom.
So let's get into the nit and gritty. What are we doing? Oh, we wanted to do a Kamala thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm terrified for us. Kamala Harris. To give you an example of Kamala Harris, this is how Kamala talks. So ask me a question. Any question?
What color is a barn?
See, now colors are an interesting thing. Colors throughout history have been something that we associate emotion, and colors for us have been good and known to understand what the people want with colors.
Knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, that's exactly Kamala Harris. She's not making any fucking sense. I don't know what the hell she's saying. Thank you, I winged that, by the way. We can add applause later.
Oh, I could tell.
Oh, I could tell. You didn't feel fresh?
That wasn't scripted?
It was scripted. You sure? Madeira.
This is his first beer.
This is his first beer.
This is not going well for him.
My name's Shana Maria. And I got a hip. I just bought my hip. Okay, so there was that. And then one last thing before we get into our deep dive. TikTok. I love you, TikTok. But they recently listened to Michael, and they took away the thirst trapping. So now, if it is too sexually suggestive, they're not going to allow that. You know, you getting on and...
There goes my views.
Yeah, there goes my views.
Fuck.
I know, all you do is make a drink, and they're like, oh my god, he's so creative.
He's so stupid.
This guy's freaking ridiculous, dude. I can be over there playing Mozart, and they'd be looking at Josh like making a puzzle. He's making a puzzle, and I'm like, he's so hot.
I wouldn't do that to you.
He used to have this curly... So first of all, the shaved look is good. It's a good look. But he used to have this curly poof hair, and it was just so fire. Even my own mother was like, he's quite the looker. That's an old-fashioned term. Came out of the 50s.
Quite the looker.
Quite the looker.
Oh, man, that was the best thing of all
yeah,
time.
you never let that down.
In high school, man.
Yeah, you never let that down. Like, I'm quite the looker! It'd be fucking... college is crazy because of this guy. Oh, my God. Can I tell the college story about you breaking your leg?
No.
Damn.
No.
One day I will.
You can't. You can't.
He'll let me.
No, I won't.
No, he won't.
Never.
It's a good story. It's the best story in the... Come on, let me tell it.
Not even in the slightest.
Not even in the slightest?
I didn't even break my leg.
He's rewriting history, folks. This guy's a U.S. history book.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So what are we getting into? What are our talking points today?
Did you watch the new Batman? I just watched the new Batman.
So I haven't. I heard it was good.
Yeah, so I watched it. It just came out digitally.
Is it everything you thought it would be?
It's interesting. And I mean that in a good way. Like, it's more of like a detective, like Batman.
Batman Beyond is what I heard it was going to be like.
It's like legit, like, if you... I mean, he's like just driving like a souped up muscle car. Like, it's like something almost like a little more realistic. Than,
oh, really?
Yeah. So he's just, it's not like a...
cartoon.
It's not like the big old Batmobile, like it's like a legit like souped up muscle car.
It's not a Chrysler 300 turned into a Batmobile.
It's not a Honda.
It's the F-150. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, well, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it's a little slow and a little darker, like a little goth.
Give me a rating. 5 stars. What do you think?
5 out of like 100?
No. 5 out of 5.
Oh, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. What is it?
I give it 3.
3. It's not bad.
Yeah, I give it 3.
So, just say...
I would watch the next one.
I was about to tell you how Josh used to rate girls, and I'm not going to do that story, actually. Look at this guy. What are you doing to me?
We're going to edit that.
We're going to take that out. You look over, Josh was like,
You could give the rating. There's nothing wrong with the rating.
okay, there's nothing wrong with the rating. So Josh, what were they again?
One, 2, and 3.
There's 1, 2, and 3. That's the only way Josh would do it in college. So there was a 1, means he's not messing with you. 2, meaning he would mess with you. I'm butchering this.
You're biffing it.
I didn't create it, so I don't know it well. You go ahead and explain.
You're biffing it.
You go ahead and explain.
So you rate a woman a 1 means you are not interested in anything with her.
Any facet.
Physically. A 2 means you would let her give you head. And 3 means you would like to fuck.
That's right. That's right.
So
very simple, very easy to the point.
And this originated because people were getting crazy back in college when she's like a 7.5.
Yeah, dude, I remember the ratings. Like, she's a 7.8, but she's a 9 at certain times. It's like, what are you talking about?
She's like a 6.5.
Yeah.
Like, she's like 6.2. Like,
Josh didn't like the scale, so he redid the scale.
Like, dude.
What's all these numbers? Let's do 3 numbers, huh?
She's a 7.1, but she's a 7.2.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I gotta get out of here.
It's too much, huh?
Too much. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
too
3.
much. It's too much.
She's 1, she's 2, she's
right.
3. And that's definitely probably frowned upon. Everything nowadays.
Everything we did in college
objectifying?
is objectifiably bad now. I literally re-went through.
We're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, we just gotta stop
get that out of the way.
Yeah,
Don't put this on.
Stop putting this energy out there.
Family, don't watch.
Family, don't watch me.
My grandma's just watching this video, just like, what are they doing to themselves? All the sacrifices.
It's crazy how times have changed from like what we used to.
Even in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Since we were, dude, like.
College to now. Like, which is
college
7
was
years.
like 10 years ago.
10 years ago, 7, 8 years, yeah.
Yeah, like, that's nuts.
It's crazy.
It is a paradigm shift for sure.
The kids now are insane, and I don't mean that rudely. I don't mean to be an old bugger about it. I don't mean to.
Get off my grass.
Get off my grass, you bastard. No, I hate to do that, but it's literally. I remember in college watching TV and being like, they're not talking to me. They're not selling to me anymore. These shows aren't for me. And it was like, they're not even trying for me anymore. My demographic wasn't even, they didn't give a crap about that. So definitely has changed. Definitely has went the route of, I would not say for the better. I would not say for the better. I seen something thank God we got into this. I seen something the other day off TikTok. And this girl.
Oh.
Yes. I just heard him. No, so this girl was so beautiful, dude. She was so beautiful. You look at her page.
1, 2, or 3.
I give her 3. So I was looking at her page. You had maybe 450, maybe 600 comments from dudes being like, "You're so beautiful. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. You're this." One guy leaves a comment, and all he says is, "Yeah, you're okay, but you're not my type." And this girl made a video about how much that destroyed her. How much that was in her head when she woke up in the morning, how much she'd brush her teeth and think about it, how much it ran and controlled her life, how much it did all that. And it was terrible because you had several people telling her how great she was, how much they loved her, that they would die for her. And then you have this one guy that she can't even see. She couldn't even see his face. He didn't even have a picture. It's not even like he was hot. It was just the negative reinforcement, and she just let it destroy her.
Well, 2 things on that. For one, I think that's very common. That's very common too.
Yeah.
Is that people, like a lot of famous people have, I think, admitted that, you know, they don't even pay attention to the positive comments. Like,
no, nobody does. They brush that shit off.
Yeah,
they look for the bad.
I don't know who in particular. I want to say Kevin Durant. He just focuses on they people focus on the negative. Obviously, one detractor is like equal to
1,000 detractors. Yeah, 1 detractor is 1,000 detractors. I agree with you. Yeah. In fact, I would agree on those statistics.
And then on the opposite side of that, you gotta let stuff, like, you can't let other people control you.
Yeah, you can't let somebody that you don't know, that you don't even
if you do know.
Yeah, even if you do know.
I never like people. if somebody controls like how you feel about yourself, then you let them win.
Yeah.
I never understood that.
Gosh, I can't. There's a balance. Definitely people need to
You
get criticism.
You gotta get that fuck it in your system.
You have to
you
get.
legitimately just gotta not give a shit.
You have to get the fuck it in your system,
Mm-hmm.
because if not, then you're going through life tippy-toeing on eggshells.
Yeah.
And
well,
you're never yourself ever.
And you can be respectful. Like I feel like being like genuine, like a good person. Just don't give a fuck about what people say about you.
Yeah.
It's simple.
I mean, I just couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine literally not even knowing what the person looked like and to be like giving them that much power over you. To give them that much power to where literally they are dictating your whole mindset, your life, your day, and you don't even know anything about them. They could even be fake. It could just be a robot. It could be designed to go to 1,000 different pages and say, yeah, you're cute, but I've had better.
I'll be right back.
Like, oh, can I get a beer?
Beer?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, ladies, I'm not saying that ignore all the comments. I'm not saying to, even do anything like that. But when you have so many good things and so many people giving you all this love, and you choose to only bring the negative in, you're only allowing rotten eggs in your basket. Like, you're only allowing this negative egg. It's like if there's thousands of good eggs all over the ground, and then there's a few bad eggs, and you go pick up just those bad eggs, and you put them in your basket, and then you're like, there's nothing but bad eggs out here. There's nothing but bad eggs. There's bad eggs everywhere, and I got 4 bad eggs. Look at this. And there's thousands of good eggs, but the only ones you pick up are the bad ones. So, you got to do better. You got to stop caring what people think, and you have to learn to love yourself and be honest.
Yeah, no, I cannot commend enough of like knowing your self-value.
Yeah.
And just giving up like whatever your flaws.
Yeah.
Say fuck it. That's who I am. And just if you can either accept that or move the fuck on. You know who this is really off topic.
Yeah.
I really like the positive comments towards Lizzo.
I do too.
Like, she's just whatever the fuck she wants to do. She goes out in public, doesn't give a shit.
I feel like some of it,
she kind of did give a shit. Like, it did affect her, but still, like,
I love Lizzo for one.
She has her own self confidence.
You know what I love about Lizzo?
I do like that a lot.
This is what I love about Lizzo,
and I do find that attractive. Like, I mean,
confidence is attractive.
Agreed.
Confidence is attractive. Lizzo is still. I'd give Lizzo a 3 just because I want to please Lizzo. but Lizzo, the song that she. That song,
Minnesota Vibe.
Yeah, came out like 4 years before it got popular. Like, it was out on a freaking album. It was on TV shows. It was on movies. It was on several things before it ever got popular. And then it found a group of people, and then it was hot popular.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because they put it out there, and it had all this great energy, and it was such a damn good song. I even start shaking a little bit, like
you started
walking a little slow, and
think he's doing the dice thing too much.
Yeah, you think he's doing the dice thing too much?
It's really all this guy.
This guy's all dice.
Remember when you used to just whip and nay all the time?
Dude, too much whipping, man. Too much nay-nays.
Dude, that was Vegas.
I was all nay-nay.
That was Vegas.
Remember Seawalk?
You were just nay-naying.
I went to Vegas.
Like a madman.
I went to Vegas with a broke leg. So here's how stupid I was.
And we made you walk all around the fucking strip.
Yeah, and I didn't even bitch. I even got rid of my pain medication. There was
no Uber back then either.
Yeah, I didn't even have pain medication. Remember? Because I got rid of it before we went, and I was like, I don't need it. Yeah. And I'm walking around Vegas, walking with these guys with a broke leg and a cast. And just being a man about it. I remember getting home, and I was like, or not getting home, but getting back to the hotel. My leg was swollen, and I'm like, fool, look at this. Oh, my leg, fool. He's like, oh, that's okay, fool.
We're going to go back down to the...
He's like...
Play some poker.
He's like, wrap that back up.
Let's go.
Wrap that back up.
Let's go. Stop being a bitch.
Get you some tree soap.
You can't soak in the bathtub because the bathtub was full of ice and fucking 11 half gallons.
So first of all, we didn't
13 half gallons.
going to
or something
Vegas.
like that.
We did not know that alcohol was free. So we brought like 13, 14 half gallons, and we went to Vegas and we put all of the half gallons in a bucket of ice in the bath.
No, not in a bucket. We filled
We
filled the tub with ice.
Yeah.
And then just threw.
And people coming back and we're like, "What do you want, Bacardi? You want that? You want that? You want Hennessy? You want?" Dude, we had it all. It was balling. I even got a picture of it.
That was wild.
And my face is all shaky, but you're in solid picture frame. The camera's like loving you, and me, it's like, get out of here.
Well, we were different people back then.
Yeah, we were different. I was a good person.
We were beasts.
Yeah, no, we were good people. Always good.
Don't you open up that window.
Don't you open up that window.
Don't you let out the antidote.
Okay. So
Oh
Vegas,
my God.
yeah. You remember fiance calling her in Vegas, and she's like, and you were like, get off the phone. That was like a third time going to Vegas.
So you talking about when I took you to your? It was
This guy.
Bachelor party.
This guy. We've always lived healthy, so we've always lived on the richer side, especially this guy. And
whoa.
no, but this is how bullcrap this is. This guy's my best friend in the entire world. We're not even just best friends. We're like brothers. Like I would Mufasa fall off a cliff for this guy.
Yeah.
And when I was getting married, it was my first marriage, and he's like, I'm gonna take you out. And we're gonna go to Vegas for like 4 days, all on me. He bought the hotels.
I flew from Hawaii.
Bought the hotels.
Damn,
we drove there. He drove. We had such an amazing, awesome time. This guy maybe spent $7,000, $8,000 on everything together, maybe in total. And my wife, my ex-wife,
I didn't know how to talk to Ashley into that.
I don't know how. Oh no, I remember. Because you let her do her thing first.
Oh,
you were like, yeah, baby, I support you. Do your thing. And then she did it, and you were like, by the way, thinking about dropping 7 G's. And so she was like,
she did like come out.
Couldn't say
To
anything.
Portland with her friends.
Yes, she did. She did
birthday
Portland
or something
before,
like
and he
that.
was
Yeah.
like, so he's brilliant. This guy's brilliant. He's always been good with the marriage.
That's
This guy's good with the marriage.
Yeah, fuck, dude. Your
So
bachelor party, your bachelor party.
Was the
Oh my God.
Remember the hooker that tried to come into the room, and we were like, no, you can't come. That guy.
Yeah.
We were walking, and
Jesus.
we meet this dude, and like he was chill and started talking with us, and then as we're walking, there's this stripper hooker lady, like buttoning up her shoe, and we walk by, and then he goes, hold on guys, let me help this beautiful lady, and he goes down and he buckles her shoe. And then she just starts walking with us.
Yeah.
And then they're walking with us. We get to the hotel, and he's like, come on, let's all go up. And we're like, no, she can't come up there. No, I know what this is. You know, it was my bachelor party. We're good people. We're good guys.
Yeah.
We don't need to cheat.
Yeah.
Things are good for us. We have good, healthy marriages. So we literally, we were like, nah, she can't come up, fool. She can't come up. And and he was like trying to get her to come up, like she was this random girl that he found. I think the whole thing was set up.
Oh, we would have got
killed.
We would have something bad would have
Something was they was planning something. They saw something they was gonna get.
They were scheming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Which one do you want? I'll take that one.
Remember playing beer pong in Vegas?
Bro, we ran into Brett.
Yeah.
So me and this fool went to high school with this other cat named
guy.
Brett Belling. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Bella whatever.
Bellinari.
Yeah, Bellinari. Bellaganari. And we end up being in Vegas, and we end up seeing him there too. And then we ended up being like the 3 best friends. Like just.
I think we also ran in. Yeah, it was Brett.
We ran into Brett and Brad.
And then we ended up seeing Shelton, maybe.
No fucking way. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
He lives there.
So
we went to his house, right?
Yeah.
We went to Shelly's house. Sheldon's a bad looking dude. He's a good dude.
I'm gonna say this, even though I know somebody's gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I fucking hated his girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, yep. I actually thought she was okay
No,
because she was
no.
behind a mask. She was
No.
faking.
No, yeah.
Fake.
And she was very, you know what?
You lived with her,
It's
didn't
just
you?
yeah. We
Are they
all
still
lived together. We all lived together in Hawaii.
Are they still together?
No. He's doing much better now.
Oh, thank God.
Sheldon's doing.
Sheldon is a great guy.
He's
I love
fucking,
Sheldon.
He bought a house. He's he's making.
I met Sheldon
money.
first, so you're welcome.
He is gonna have a kid.
What?
By the way.
Not with that ex, right?
No. New
Okay.
new lady.
New.
New.
It's getting that
And
new
so
baby.
this lady, that his ex that we saw, like that you met.
Yeah.
So when we all lived together,
That was messed up.
she would never let this man hang out with us. And granted, I guess I'm married, and maybe I wasn't readily available either.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck, man, I never see Sheldon anymore.
Yeah.
It was a bummer.
Sheldon had this weird condition that was. It's like an accidental condition.
Dude.
So like imagine I was like, yeah, I have big penis syndrome.
You
where
remember?
my dick is 12 feet. You know, like
You
like
remember
he had
when
this.
you introduced him to me?
Yeah.
We were living in Eugene house.
Yep.
We're playing fucking basketball.
Yep.
And we were playing 21. And I would always win that game.
Yeah,
He'd get
yeah.
so pissed.
Yeah, he was
because
pissed. He's good. He's good at
he
ball.
was much better. He was athletic.
He's like a Lillard.
I was like out of shape.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But you're
should-
still, dude. This
I
guy's
had like the grandpa game.
this guy's a god though.
I had
Like
the
his
grandpa
shot was
game.
quiches. He was
And-
quiche.
And I could tip. So if you play where you
The
tip
tip-ins!
and you go back to 0.
I remember.
Dude,
yeah.
that is my like specialty. I just catch it randomly, flip it up, like just piss.
dude.
I remember.
Remember when you caught that one
Sheldon
and then
was
you threw it
almost
up like that?
Yeah,
And then,
Sheldon was almost fighting mad.
dude, he was pissed. He was
Yeah.
fucking pissed. So Sheldon had like 19. This guy had like 20. And Sheldon shot and missed it. This guy catches it because he tries to like throw it, the free throw, so it would bounce and go way far away. So this guy runs and catches it in midair and throws it like that. And he goes, and he scores, puts Sheldon to 0, puts
11.
him at 21.
Yep, 11.
Yeah.
And I went to 21.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
he went to 21. You went to
Yep.
11, and then I was already at 0, I think.
Oh yeah,
But,
you.
I got tipped out every time. Yeah. It was
Fuck, those were
ridiculous.
good times. Those were good times.
Some of the best times of our life.
Little street ball.
But he had this weird condition where the lining of his hair all the way down to here was bleached white. Like it
Oh,
was,
yeah.
it was a super
I
white.
forget that.
Even his eyelids. So like right
that's true.
here,
but not
here,
the
here.
mustache.
But not the mustache.
Yeah.
It was all like someone had taken a white streak lighter, and people loved it. Like everywhere he went, it was like, oh my god, that's so cool. But it was something that he was born with naturally. So yeah, he's a good-looking guy. Obviously, you know this, Sheldon. We live together, brother. We good-looking people.
Yeah, love Sheldon.
Fortunately, I put on 80 pounds, but whatever, dude. You
I
know,
don't weigh more than that.
I've still got it in the personality department. Remember when I used to tell you that? You ain't got no personality. It's like what fat people say to put you down.
Why are you so rude?
I got all the personalities, you got none of it. I remember telling this guy's like a 10 in high school, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm interesting to talk to. This guy's like, fuck you. I was an idiot. I was probably the stupidest guy. I can't believe this guy ever became my best friend. God, so lucky I was.
I love you.
No, I love you too, buddy. I love you too.
I tried to dodge you.
Yeah, you did. Oh my god, I tell the story. Let me tell the story.
Go ahead.
So this guy, we're hanging out in high school, obviously, and we're in class, and I'm like, we should hang out. And he's like, all right, whatever. So I come over, and we're chilling.
Well, you were the new kid.
Yeah, I was a new kid. I
Yeah.
just got to that school because I moved from Indiana to there. And when I got there, meet this guy, and I'm like, yo, we should chill, go to the skate park. He's like, all right, whatever. He was always a whatever guy. And then we're at the house, and we're
You sound
chilling.
such like a douche.
Nah, you were
That's
funny
such a
chill.
douche.
You were chill. So we were at the house chilling, and I'm like, yo, you think I could spend the night? And I'd already asked his parents, right? So I already like went and handled all the dirty work. Like I already went and talked to my dad. I talked to his mom, his dad.
You had been over and spent the night
A few times.
Few times. So you talking to my parents makes sense in that
Yeah, they were already like mom and dad to me. So they always like took me in. Like when I was growing up, I had split parents. So I didn't have a really close relationship with my parents. And so his parents were like, you our son now. And so like it was always like perfect. And he never got jealous either. He always treated me like a brother too. It was never like I was trying to take his love. It was more like we were brothers.
I mean, once you get past this story that you were about to tell about me being a douche, then I was sharing my parents after that.
After that, it was a hard share. Remember the Father's Day thing?
Contradictory.
Remember Father's Day?
Yeah.
Okay, so I go and I talk to mom and I talk to dad and I said, hey, can I spend the night? And he goes, of course you can. There's no fucking school tomorrow. Of course you can. His dad is the best guy ever. He'd be like, of course, you know.
Yeah.
And so he's like, go grab me a soda, you know. I'm gonna go grab him a soda, and then I run upstairs and I'm like, hey Josh, can I spend the night? And Josh is like, I don't think that's a good idea. I think my parents don't want anybody over the nights. And then I went, well, I already asked and they said yes. This guy goes, what? And I was like, yeah, I asked and they said yes. And this guy was like, Mom, and runs downstairs and is talking to Dad. He's like, yo, and then he's like, he's fucking fine to stay the night full. He's fine to stay the night full. And he's like, whatever. He comes upstairs and he's like, well, I guess you can stay. And I'm like, thank you. And he was like, whatever. And so, like, I didn't talk to him for, like, maybe 30 minutes. Like, he wouldn't talk to me. And I was like, you want to do this? And he was like, no. I was like, you want to do this? And he's like, no.
Not my finest hour.
I kind of went over your back. I kind of went behind your back there and snuck in.
But in general, it is nuts how my dad and my mom
Great.
took just like it was crazy. It's like one of those stories where you're like, I had this best friend that stays over all the time, and now he's just like family.
Oh, dude,
but
greatest.
like legitimately, it's exactly like that. It's crazy.
They took me in so fast. They were just like, Mike, come stay with us. Like, I remember when Mom said that one time, bro, when she was just like, Mikey, you know, and she was like, he can stay with us. We love Mikey, you know. And I wasn't as close with Mom at first because Mom worked a lot.
3 jobs.
His mom worked
crazy.
a lot. And
Yeah.
I only saw her kind of on the weekends sometimes because she still worked like 3 jobs. So it was really hard. I spent a lot of time with him and his dad. And his dad, to describe that man, I mean, he was the most amazing guy in the world. He played for San Diego State, number 27, the man, the myth, the legend up here. He's a god in his form.
To us.
One of the greatest guys. One of the first mentors as a father figure that I even ever had. And I had the blessing.
You remember like asking my dad to take you to Father's Sunday?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was gonna tell you. So I go to my dad, and I'd already talked to Dad at first. I was like, hey, and he was like, of course, sure, I'm already going, sure, and he's happy about it. He's like, that's cool. And I go talk to my dad, and I said, hey, I think we're eating dinner, and I'm like, hey, just so you know, Monday's Father's Sunday, and I was thinking because you're so busy, you can just relax, and Josh's dad is gonna go with us. And he was like, what? Like, you want to ask me, your own father? And I'm like, no, it's cool because you're busy, and he's gonna be there for us. And he was like, no, I'll go. And I was like, no, he's already going. It would be weird. What would you do? He's already going.
You stay.
You stay. No. So it was hilarious.
I think from that moment on, your dad, like,
he never fought for it again after that. He just let it go.
And I don't think he really like.
I think he let it go.
That held like a stigma.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah, he
like,
let
he
go.
was just like anti.
Yeah, he's always been weird about me, but yeah.
Aaron and Josh.
Yeah, he's always been, especially Josh. Especially Josh. He's so jealous of Papa Bear here. He's so, which I'm older than him, but he's still Papa Bear because he's always been, financially above where I was. He's just always been doing better.
That's inaccurate.
Inaccurate.
I've always taken care of you.
Yes.
Meaning that you do stupid shit.
I do.
And then I
do.
I get you out of that stupid shit.
A lot of stupid shit. Except for one time when I finally got to pay him back. And he won't let me tell the story.
Oh my days.
It's the greatest story ever. I saved
not.
his life. And I saved the world.
Don't you?
I don't think we can look at it any other way. I saved the world. So
that window.
Don't you open up the window.
Sorry,
it's just me on the other side, like
drinking cacti. I'm thinking of that song.
I know you're stuck on Antidote right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've done too much mushy mush. We did the mush. Woo! All right. Woo! Shake out the moves. Shake out the moves. Okay.
Taylor Swift, dude.
Taylor Swift.
Shake it up.
I don't need no boyfriend. All right.
Make a song about it.
Make a song about it, baby. Anyways, no, we love you, Taylor. I'm sorry.
We got derailed.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Otis Redding. Scoop. Give us the next point. What's our next talking point?
What's up?
Bricked up.
So
Yeah.
I think we should do an MTV Cribs
Oh my gosh.
of my house and your stationary
Oh
house
my
over there.
god, you like that?
And we should make it like we should fucking go all out on it.
Dude, I'd be down.
Like you walk up like legitimately like
Dude,
like
slow mo, you being like this.
You walk up
doing
you,
the Bernie.
you knock, and I open the door and just like,
hey, welcome to my crib. And then it like plays music as
And then,
fast
like-
motion walking and shit.
and then it's just a basic ass house, you know, like I mean it's a nice.
I mean, you got a nice house,
I like
though.
my house,
Let's
but,
not say it's a
but
bad
it's not
house.
like mansion.
I mean, no, it's not
It would
mansion.
be hilarious if
You
we're like this
got a
over
nice
here.
2-3 bedroom looking house, bro. Like it's a nice, almost 4 bedroom. Consider this one.
Well, this
Turn this into 6 bedroom with this room.
this room is stupid big.
Stupid big.
We're sitting on a pool table,
Yeah,
and that half is a bedroom,
and the bunny,
and then that half is a bunny like fucking cage.
10 feet of
Ridiculous.
all bun.
Dude, that bunny.
I love that bunny, by the way.
That bunny's real estate is ridiculous.
Dude, he's got so much money in stocks.
It pisses me off.
He's got so much money in
Can we
stocks.
talk about that? That's bigger than most kids' like rooms.
Yeah,
That's
Bunny
ridiculous.
Cage has got more than most people's bedrooms.
That's ridiculous.
Bunny's even got a TV.
You
homie.
could fit 2 twin beds in there.
Bunny's got a TV.
Yeah, you know.
Bunny has a TV and a pool table, homie.
and a bunch of Kobe.
Yeah, bro.
What the
Bunny's
fuck?
balling, bro. Like
God
I think
damn.
Bunny's actually living better
I'm
than
in the
you.
wrong business.
You in the wrong
I
business.
should have been a bunny.
Should have been Bunny,
Call
bro.
me Bun.
Call me Bun. Yeah, I like that. All right,
So MTV Cribs.
I like that
I
idea.
think that would be fucking hilarious.
It's perfect.
And we gotta like exaggerate it.
Oh no reason.
No, I mean like
It's big.
exaggerate like
I swear.
like the focus points. Like, this
Yeah.
is my chandelier, but like
Yeah.
instead like this is my like bathroom light.
I think if we hit the angles right, where they're like dancing and going fast and then reverse motion, and then they're like doing
Oh, yeah,
3-second
yeah,
videos
yeah,
where
yeah.
they're like doing the Bernie, and you do that, and I think it would look it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
I want to do that. We still haven't been able to do our intro yet.
Yeah.
That is gonna happen. It's gonna be freaking.
We're gonna
huge.
be legit one day,
Dude,
guys.
dude,
okay?
no, we're not even just gonna be legit. We're gonna be crazy big. You know, I'm gonna be sitting here saying,
We're
we
gonna be crazy
we
big.
saw this.
I need you to put your
We saw
your
this.
sign. Okay.
We saw this coming in.
Like don't get too big for your
Get
britches.
too
okay?
big.
You're over on my real estate.
This is real estate. I'm in my real estate. Now I'm back. Now I'm back. Hey! This guy's all balls. He's all balls. over here.
9.
It was number
Or
9.
number 3.
All right.
I don't know. It was yellow.
All right, so we did the good stuff. MTV Cribs, I love it. I'm down.
We should do it.
I want to shoot that.
Yeah. That'd be
Luckily, your wife has a degree in. By the way, oh my God, this guy's wife. When you see her, bombshell.
Talk
you guys are gonna
about
love it.
husband of the
Gonna love
year.
her. Husband of the
We've
year.
been making videos.
Best dad ever.
We've been, boom. Shirt says it.
Best dad ever.
We've been making videos, and I'm over here doing my best at like editing these videos on
Hey,
my phone,
We suck.
and it's really bad.
We suck.
It's horrible.
We suck.
You can tell you're on the channel,
You're on the channel. We suck.
and so I'm like, damn. And Ashley goes, well, you know, I minored in graphic design. I used to edit videos. And I was like, she's like, I used to love editing videos. I was just like,
Oh. This guy's like, yeah, I forgot my wife was a supernatural monster. It's like, whoa, why'd you forget
I
that?
feel so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, Mike,
Yeah. I forget how good she is at some things sometimes.
Yeah.
Didn't she do like 8 years, something like that? What did she got? 4 or 8? 6 years, something like that.
well,
college.
so she went like part-time, but
That's right.
yeah, so because she is older than myself, and we met in college.
She's,
So yeah,
she's 85.
She
Sorry.
I will not admit to that.
Yeah, we will
I
not say her
she's
age.
85.
My lady
You
is
just call her,
also.
you call her 85.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Take that off the air. We'll scrub that. She edits it. She'll be like, we need to get rid of Mike. Mike is
It's
not.
just me talking to nobody.
It's literally
She's-
an animation of like me,
They
but
just
like
put the fucking bunny over
yeah,
here.
it's like a much fatter version of me. And she's like a big bubble. Say the whole time. Yeah, we're both into older women.
So that's my fault for like I know. I knew that, but I didn't think about it, like incorporating it in our world. Model chick.
This guy was with a very terrible woman back in college, and I was like, you need to leave that girl, and she's awful for you, and we need to get you some model somewhere.
You did orchestrate a lot of. You did. What's that? Set up the coup.
Yeah. I established a coup.
Yeah.
We literally, which is great because it kind of all fell into plan after that. We went and hung out with her friends, and then one of those guys happened to be a dude, and then he happened to accidentally tell me that he smashed out my boy's girl on the side and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, bro, I smashed her out too. And I was like, what? like go on. Continue. And then I get back to the house, and he's, because this guy and me are cool. So, like, he's thinking, Mike won't say nothing. Little does he know, this is my best friend in the fucking world. So I immediately take this guy outside and I say, yo, check this out, fool. This is what he said. And he was like, no fucking way. I said, yeah. He goes back in there and he's like, yo, we done. And he ends up leaving her. I'm like, yo, I got this girl for you. I met Ashley first. I selected her from a harem of women. No, I found her at college, and I found her. And I was like,
I was mining women at college.
I was mining crypto women, and I found this young cryptid named Ashley Simpson. No, just kidding. And Ashley Schultz. No, what is her name? Ashley.
What are you talking
Canning.
about?
Got it. No, Banning. Sanding.
No last names.
Sanding. You're right. Well, it's an old name.
What are you doing?
You're married now, so it doesn't matter.
What are you thinking?
It doesn't matter. It's old her.
Good God, man.
I ruined the... We'll edit that out.
Good gravy.
We'll just bleep that part. Anyways, so I found her, and I was like, you would be perfect for my boy. And she was like, okay. And she was a good sport about it. And so we ended up she came through, and then I ended up introducing them, and they were...
You did introduce us?
Love at first hike.
There was a time in my life where so Ashley, she knew of me, but she had never met me.
Yeah, she knew of Futon Man.
Yeah.
There was
a crazy time.
You were such a crazy guy.
Crazy party person.
The fact that they knew your house, like, is Futon here?
Who do you know here?
Who do you know?
I know Futon.
Who do you know from out here?
Who do you know here? That's crazy. That's me.
Did I ever tell?
Should
we tell them the Ray story? Ray?
Who?
Remember the girl you kicked out?
Oh yeah, that's a funny story.
Boy, I'm a Duke Nukem, boy.
There you go.
I'm a bad dog.
We'll inch towards the broken legs.
Yeah. We'll inch towards that.
I had a broken leg.
This guy had a broke leg, and we were having a party. We threw parties every weekend. Every weekend, it would be a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Friday. We would also steal parties. So we would go to another party, and then immediately I would be like, yo, y'all go to the after party? And they're like, where's that?
Dude,
like, I said, Futons, baby.
You were the worst.
We were skimming.
My roommates straight up would be like, no parties tonight, Josh. I'm like, all right. I'm not even... What are you doing over there?
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
Yeah,
Amateur hour.
Yeah, sorry.
So my roommates would be like, Josh, no parties tonight. I'd be like, bet. I'm going out to party tonight. No parties.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. 2 squares, by the way. Fucking squares. My roommates were at that house.
It was like Blim and Shim. That's what their names were. They were like, that's not their exact names, but it was like Blim and Shim. That's what their fucking names were, these brothers.
Oh my days. So,
I loved one of them. One of them.
And so we would go out to a party.
Yeah.
This man would just be like, after party Futons.
Dude, I was cold-blooded. People knew me, too, in college because they knew I was the guy that was at every party, but I didn't go to college. So, like, for like a year or two, I was in college, not going to class. And they'd be like, how come we never see you in class? And I was like, because I don't go. I thought I was so cool because I didn't do it.
I remember specifically helping out. So this is the kind of craziness we used to get into. I threw a party at somebody else's house because they asked me to. Yes. It's like 200 people there.
Yes.
And this is when Matt and Clem were like, nobody come over.
You said their names, you dummy.
Oh shit.
Stupid.
Fuck.
Blim and Shim.
No last names.
Yeah,
no last names.
Go ahead.
Like, nobody come over. I'm like, you bet. And then they're like, I'm not throwing a party. The party's over there, man. And then you,
hey, come on back. We got another party going on. Everybody's like, another party? I said, you know what's going down?
And then there's like over 100 people at my house.
They were so
livid.
They woke up to like 80 people there.
So pissed.
Screaming at us. Like, what are you doing?
So pissed.
It was so funny.
But these are also the same dudes that I'd be like 2 hours away and they'd be like, a party.
Yeah. I mean, they were nerds, so
they
I mean, nothing wrong with nerds. I'm a nerd. I love games. This guy's a nerd. He plays Heroes on the computer still to this day. We love games.
Fucking 96, baby.
96, baby.
I played this morning.
So Raylan's story. So this guy had a name. He had a legend. He had a myth. People were at this party. We get there. He's got a broke leg. Obviously he's crutching. He's crutching around. Model chick, him. I think we lived with 3 other women, didn't we?
Yep.
It was 3 other women, his girl, and him and me.
Yep.
And I mean,
that was the blue house.
Oh my God.
The blue house. Blue carpet.
We were doing good.
This was a 70s shagged out.
We were doing good. 70s house, so shag carpets, like beautiful backyard. And we're talking, it is a stone's throw from campus. We were stone. You can get outside, throw a rock, and you're hitting campus.
Yeah, no, we were. We were one house away from campus.
Yeah, one house. Yeah. It was baller. So we're there having a party. Everybody's coming. I'm talking to this girl. I met her like 3 weeks prior at a friend of ours' house, and she got a boyfriend. But she's like, "Yo, I'm coming back down, and I'm not bringing my boyfriend. I'm trying to." With you. And I was like...
Don't you got a girlfriend? Yeah. What's she doing? Probably hanging out with your boyfriend.
Probably hanging out with your boyfriend.
Sorry.
So yeah, no, that's good. It's okay. So she was like, I'm coming down. She's like a 2-hour trip for her. She's like, I'm coming down without the boyfriend. I want to see you tonight. And I said, we're having a party. Come through. And so she's thinking, I'm going to my boy's party. And like, it's his house. I get to be a god. Like, I get to tell people who's who tonight. I could be a bitch. And so she gets all dolled up. She's looking bad. She's looking good. She gets to this party. She's feeling hot, feeling herself. She's thinking she's hot, fucking shit. And, she sees me. I go get a drink. Go get her a drink, too. And then this guy's crutching around. And she literally looks at him and then goes, ha, look at this fucking gimp. And this guy, it's his house. We're our house together. And she's like, look at this fucking gimp over here, like getting people to laugh at Josh. And nobody did, but they look at Josh, and then they look at her, and they're kind of like, what? and Josh goes, who you know from out here? Like, who you know? Like, and she was like, I'm here with Squish or something like that. And
so I immediately, so basically, I was offended.
This is when he knew he was upset.
And then I knew. I mean, I don't handle criticism that well. Especially when I'm drinking.
No, when you're drinking.
Anyways, so yes, she calls. Look at the fucking dip.
Look at the fucking like he's a sideshow. Look at the fucking midget. Like that's what he was doing.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it was terrible.
I was like, who do you know here?
Yeah.
Which apparently is my go-to.
That's a go-to.
I'm like, who the fuck do you know here? She's like,
she starts questioning herself.
I know Squishy. I'm Michael. And I'm like, you can get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
You can leave, escort yourself right through the door.
And she was like, I know Michael, I don't have to leave. This is his house.
So then she calls you over.
Yeah.
And she dramatic as all hell. I was like, Michael, he's trying to kick me out. Well, what did you? And then you're like, well, what happened? Why is?
Yeah.
I mean, why is he kicking you out?
Yeah.
Well, I called him a gimp, and he's gonna kick me out.
Yeah.
And I was like, so he's kicking you out? Yeah.
So
and
she's
you were
sitting
like,
there.
Yep.
She's sitting there.
Go.
She's sitting there. Yeah. So he literally. I said, what'd you do? And she goes, well, I called him a gimp. And I look at Josh. Josh looks at me. I look at her and I said, you gotta go. And she was like, are you fucking serious? And I was like, yeah, you gotta go, bitch. And so she leaves and she lives like 8 houses down there. 'Cause she's with her cousin. She's in town. for their cousin. She goes like 8 houses down, and she's texting me. She's hella mad.
Here's the best part of the
She's
story.
hella pissed, right? And I'm like, yo, like, I can't believe you did that. Like, he's my my best friend. Like, why would you do that? And she was like, I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean to do that. And I'm like, it's cool. And we'd already had sex at this point, me and her. And she was like, you know, I apologize.
She drives 2 hours.
She drove 2 hours, and I kick her out.
Kick her out.
She goes back to, because the cousin got to stay at the party.
Yeah.
She didn't. So she goes back to her cousin's house. She's sitting there watching TV, pissed off. Pissed off as all hell. She waited 4 hours for me to get done with the party. I came back that night, still smashed. That was a great night. Great night. Great girl, by the way. If you ever see this, Ray, I'm sorry.
You know, thinking. I mean, now that we're going down this journey of talking about the blue house.
That's great.
No, actually, any house like so. The house that I had.
I love that house. Eugene.
What's the fake names that we're talking about? Chim and
Flim.
Clem and Flim.
Flim and Dim and Bim and
So
Jim.
no, we had massive parties there. We had massive parties at the Blue House.
Mm-hmm.
We never got the cops called.
That
we were
once.
so diligent. I remember.
Yeah, we were solid.
We were,
but we also played protection.
So we would always have somebody watching the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then we would actually turn people away.
Yeah, we
We'd
turned
be
people
like,
away.
we're at capacity.
Yeah, we used to always we're at capacity at the comedy tour. Like it was crazy how professional we did it. We had people park down the road.
We weren't even frat douches. Like, oh, the women can come in. You got
we didn't frat douche.
It was just like nope, nobody comes in.
Yeah.
Nobody comes
we had
in.
a lot of guys there too. There was a lot of girls because naturally Western was like 70% women to 30% guys. There wasn't a lot of guys at Western. It was mainly hot chicks. So when we were at Western, we used to also have people park down the road. We would have people literally park down the road, and we never had a full driveway. We would always have people park down the road, on the side, somewhere else.
And we were very strict.
We were very strict about that. Because if the cops showed up, like there's only 4 cars here. It's 3 cars, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So we never had any issues. We'd have people hide. I remember one time cops did show up once, but we wouldn't let them in. And like everybody, with the lights off and everything. I'm like, oh god, noise complaint. We were like, well, that's weird. That was at Clem's house. You were upstairs already.
No names.
Yeah, sorry. You were upstairs already in the chambers, and I answered the door, turned all the lights off, and I was like, "Hello."
Snoozing.
Yeah, you were definitely snoozing. I was like, "Hello," pretending to be sleepy, and they were like, "We got a noise complaint," and I was like, "Oh, that was earlier. Yeah, we sent everybody home," and they were like, "Oh, okay. Well, have a good night," and we're like, "You too." Everybody goes back on party, starts raging again. We got 50 people in the garage. Like, it's crazy.
I did not know that story.
Oh, dude, remember when I used to rap everybody?
Yeah.
Like, I'd walk up to people and be like, you rap? Let's go. I'd be like, you rap? Let's rap. And I would freestyle God, if y'all don't know. Y'all can come catch these hands. I throw them like bricks. Come at me, bro. I will freestyle your face off, kid. I am a beast.
You are a fantastic freestyler.
Young Luther Vandross over
here. I might add.
Yes, thank you. Let's get out of nostalgia.com.
Out the making me beatbox out the blue.
Oh yeah, bro. You used to beatbox and I would be like, do it, and you'd be like, and I'm like, ooh. Bro, we were nasty, bro. College, we wrecked college.
We could probably keep talking about this forever.
Yeah, we could talk about college forever because it's such a good time.
It's fucking fantastic.
It was such a good time. I remember I was in probably the best shape of my life. Remember
that house was so big that you lived there.
Yeah.
I rented out a room. Mm-hmm. I lived with Ashley in her room. But I also rented out a room. Mm-hmm. And it was just our gaming room. Remember that?
Yeah. We
would just fucking play video games at a futon. Just video games.
It's the greatest. That was back in like 2K12. 2K11? No, 2K10.
No.
It was 2K10, baby.
10.
It was 2K10.
I met Ashley in 2010, so yeah.
Yeah, it was 2K10.
2010, 2011.
Yeah, it's when we rebought it and we tried to play and we were just like, nah, games are lame. Yeah. Let's have women. We were big into having fun. See, but that's the good thing as adults and like married people and serious relationship guy over here.
Talking about always being financially well off.
Yeah.
I would spend my whole commission checks on alcohol.
Yes.
Like fucking.
Just as commissions too.
Because I mean minimum wage.
You were sitting good though.
I mean minimum wage.
Yeah, but you always had heavy savings.
And then I would my commission checks would be like $700 or more, and then I would just blow it on fucking alcohol.
This guy had a serious job where he was a manager, and then had another job that was part-time where he worked at the tanning bed.
Oh, yeah.
And he just got so much tail, the tanning bed.
Shut up, man.
So no, I mean he was single then. He was a single guy. So it was different then.
Well, yeah, that's true.
He was a single guy then.
That was, and then I ended up getting Ashley a job there.
Mm-hmm. Then he got an Ash job there.
Yeah.
And luckily, like when it was crazy because like when Ash and him got
moral
together.
to the story.
Like Microsoft and
Get
Xbox.
a job at a tanning salon, okay?
Tanning salon.
The real negative about that though is
Yeah.
seeing some fucking massive sweat puddles.
Yeah, that's gross.
Super gross.
Yeah, that's
and it's like take like the pool table, right? Maybe think about like a sweat puddle as big as that.
Yeah.
And wiping that.
Oh,
Cause you gotta
freaking
clean the
gross.
fucking bed.
Yeah, and you gotta wipe it
you
too.
don't
You
just
gotta
get
wipe
the-
it good and spray it.
Yeah,
If
you
you
gotta.
don't-
Well, for one, you clean that up,
You'll get wedding ringworm.
and then you spray it down.
Wedding ringworm.
Anyway, you know nothing about the tanning game,
You
brother.
know nothing about tanning.
All right, don't
Boom.
even
Don't even blow
pretend.
there.
All right. But yes, tanning salon. I forgot.
So
I worked
we
there.
had a great childhood. But what I was gonna say is, we got all this stuff out early. We spent 4, maybe 8 years. I'm calling high school and college. High school and college.
From 16 to 21.
From 16 to
I
21.
was a complete animal.
We were rampages.
I was on.
This was Rampage Jackson. I was Chuck the
I
Iceman
was-
Liddell, and we were nasty. I used to be a lot prettier, cuter face.
If I even lived
No
one
lift.
day, if I even lived one day of that now, I'd be out of commission for like at least a week.
There's so many stories that they
I
can't know
couldn't
either.
hang.
No, we couldn't hang at all.
No.
Remember, you used to drink
Right.
and then go to work the next day. Like we used to literally drink all night, stay up till like 5, and then he would wake up at like 6. Like he would go to bed, literally go to bed for like at 4:30,
Yeah.
and wake up at 6, and he would be like, whatever. And this guy would just tank it. He would just tank it.
Yeah.
And you were a soldier.
I got
dude.
promoted.
Yeah, you got promoted. Then he became a manager, and then he got his own store.
It's crazy.
Remember when I got into Radio Shack
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh, my freaking dead body! Mike will not get it. Oh, my dead body." Excuse me.
Yeah.
We have another brother
Yeah.
named Young Bellicus, and Bellicus has a father named Big Bill
Billicus.
Bellicus, and he hates me. Me, but it's a good hate. Like it's like
it's not like hate crime.
No, it's not hate crime hate. It's
just
not like a loathing hate. It's just like, he's up to no good. He's up to no good. The Sandersons.
You pegged it perfectly.
Yeah, dude.
He's just like, that Mike again.
That Mike again.
That Mike
He's
again.
like an angry rabbi.
I love-
That Mike.
I love Pop.
Yeah, dude. Pop is a killer.
I love Pop.
I love Pop to death. I still love Pop to this day. I'll give you a story. One time, it blows my mind. I was flying on an airplane. Didn't know that I was gonna run into Billy, and we're all sitting down, and I'm sitting there off by myself, and I see nobody. I'm just I'm keeping to myself, and Mom and Pop come walking through, and then she goes, "Hey, look, there's Mike over there." I look at Pop. We make eye contact, and he goes, "No, no." No, you're not going with us. You're not going with us. And then he looks at Billy and he grabs him. You didn't invite him, did you? Billy's like, I didn't do this. And then I'm like, hey, Pop. And he's like, you're not sitting with us. You're not sitting with us.
Because they were going to a family reunion
And
in
we're going to
Colorado.
another
And your
family.
connecting flight to Indiana
Yeah,
was going to Colorado.
I was a connecting flight to Colorado to Indiana. And so we
Everybody
ended up
was
going,
leaving from Eugene.
Yes, everybody's
Yeah.
leaving from Eugene. And he literally
Oh my gosh.
was so concerned. The look on his face, like Mike is not going to Colorado with us. Like he was so angry, and he had good reason to. We had another reunion in Vegas
Oh yeah.
Where I made a fool of myself.
You remember that?
I don't normally make
No,
a fool
you
of
don't.
myself.
You don't remember that.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't. There's no way I could. I blacked out. I blacked out in the shower with the shower running on the floor. Naked. Well, in the shower. So, yeah. So I was naked on the floor. And his cousins.
That needs to be said.
And his cousins.
You need to know what his cousins went through. It wasn't like just...
First of all, the door was locked. So they had to get someone to come open the door to get into the bathroom. Because I'd been in there for about 2 hours. And I think when they said that they went in there, it was ice cold. And I was just sitting there with it getting poured on me, like blacked out on the ground. And so they went in there, put clothes on me, and then helped me get into bed. And I wake up the next morning with somebody else's clothes, somebody else's underwear, somebody else's everything, somebody else's room. And their whole family found out about it. Because it was the cousins that had to help me. And they were chill.
It was a family reunion.
Yeah, it was a family reunion.
Yeah.
And they were chill about it. But
in the family's room.
Yeah. This is the family room, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
man.
So yeah, I made a fool of myself.
You weren't welcome back.
I was not welcome
No,
back.
you didn't get the invite?
Nope.
No more invites?
I think it was an accident.
No more invites?
No more invites. Okay. Nostalgia.com's over. Let's get to the serious business. What else? What else do we have for our topics here?
Everything I have is just sports.
Sports? Let's talk about sports. I'm cool with sports.
Yeah. So, what's your knowledge of the Dodgers?
I think that they are a team in Oakland. Not Los Angeles. This is why I hate you. This is why I hate you. Yeah, no. I know very little. I know.
No, I'm talking about like the season.
Yeah.
This is week. We're going into week 4.
Okay, it started.
MLB season.
MLB.
Yeah.
Melby. Look at he's so mad. He gets so mad. Melby. All right. Go on.
So, anyways.
I need another beer. Go ahead. You continue with this. You continue with.
Should have got a tall can.
Yeah, I know. Hey. Do you need one?
Yeah, I will.
I'm gonna grab one. You go ahead and start.
You grab one.
Tell the camera what's going
grab dose. Anyways, Dodgers.
Tell them.
We're odds-on favorites to make it to the.
You guys are odds-on
World Series and win it.
Oh.
And if we don't, I will be putting out.
You'll be putting out.
Service.
You heard that, ladies. You'll be putting out. I will be putting out.
It's gonna be a dark podcast.
It's gonna be a dark one today,
folks. Turn out the fucking lights. We're gonna do this podcast in the dark if the Dodgers don't win the World Series.
Thank you for night hour.
Yeah, so I think we're 10-3 right now.
So you have only 500 more games to go before.
Inaccurate. There's 162 games.
Inaccurate.
Do your fucking research. Read a book, Michael.
What book talks about their games? He's like, all of them.
Yes, there's a lot of games left.
Yeah,
a lot of games left. Very many months until October.
Speaking of terrible sports, have you seen Sorry. So Deep Sea.
don't try to make up for that.
Don't plush me.
You don't got no DC facts.
No, I don't.
You can't even spell Deep Sea.
So I do have a question for you. As far as P.
Can I have the origin, please?
Can I have the origin of Deep Sea?
Can I have it used in a sentence?
Tom went to deep sea to dive. All right, so
yes, go ahead.
Dodgers, is this a hitting team? Is this a team with crazy pitchers? What is it? Like, what is the best part about the Dodgers? Why are they predicted?
Hitting team?
Like, there's those teams that
there's this
the
thing
Yanks
called,
are always going to put up
Check
points.
this out. There's this Webster's dictionary word called offense. You should try it sometime.
Are they an offensive team?
Good God,
or a defensive team?
They're heavily stacked on
offense.
Yeah, they're hitting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got.
Oh, they're a hitting team.
Yeah.
Fucker.
They're not a hitting team. They have hitting.
They're
power.
just an offensive stack.
They have hitting power.
So compared to the Yanks, what are we thinking? Like the Yanks are another one that's a crazy overpaid hitting team.
I mean,
for offense.
Traditionally speaking, that's true.
Yeah.
But Dodgers are the new, like, back in like the early 2000s, like people hated the Yankees because they're just spending money.
Yeah.
That's now the Dodgers.
Okay.
Like we're like the worst.
So now you guys are a
bunch
of fanboys.
We're now what?
Look at this guy. He's got so like what? I love this guy so much.
So yes,
I'm giving him a hard time. I'm
yes.
sorry.
Now we're the villains.
Well, you guys won a championship recently, didn't you?
2020.
And then the Angels. Did the Angels win?
Never.
The Angels
Never.
They're
Poor
not in the
Mike
outfield.
Trout.
Yeah.
Poor Mike Trout. Best player in like baseball for like the last 10 years. And
Mike Trout. What is he?
poor Mike Trout. Mike Trout.
Yeah.
So he shares the same number, 27.
Oh shit! Hell yeah.
And he's like a fucking he's
Pitcher?
he's immaculate. No.
Okay.
He's hitting. Like he's crazy. He's crazy. He's like I said, he's been best player in baseball for maybe like 10 years.
Speaking of that, you remember
And
Randy
he's
Johnson?
only made the playoffs like once.
You remember that guy with that mustache, that handlebar mustache that used to be skinny, maybe looked like a $120, and he'd throw like 98, 104 mile.
Can I? How did you start off this conversation? Did you just ask? Did I remember Randy Johnson?
I think it's Randy Johnson. Is that his name?
He played
Handlebars.
He had handlebars.
Yeah.
Yeah. He played for a lot of teams. Seattle.
Yeah.
You look.
Huh? Look what?
You look like Popo.
Papa Gino. So yeah.
Yes, Randy Johnson.
Did you see that bird? That's what I wanted to talk
That's
about.
definitely Randy Johnson.
That was crazy, dude.
Yep.
The idea that could even happen is insane. Not only that, but the bird just disintegrated. I didn't even see a dead bird. It just went poof.
It was like confetti.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts.
That's pretty freaking fast. I mean, if you're throwing things like that, I bet that ball could go through me. Like, that's crazy. Like 104.
And the time.
Yeah.
Like think about all the things that had to happen.
Like 102 fastball that could drop. Like how? Like insane. By the way, did I tell you I just got MLB 2021? I just bought the game.
What team are you?
Seattle Mariners. Well, I'm in AAA right now, but you have to go through triple, then double, but I'm on the Mariners and I'm doing good. But they wanted me to be a pitcher, and I didn't want to be a pitcher. So I said I don't want to pitch, and they were like, "Well, I'll just pitch one game," and I'm like, "Fine." So I did, but I pitched a no-hitter. So then they were like, "You should keep pitching," and I was like, "No, I don't want to pitch." So that's my dilemma.
Single, double, triple A, by the way.
Yeah, I'm lucky if I hit 40%. Not a good hitter.
Swing, fool.
Oh,
Swing.
dude, that's a good story.
Don't swing.
So his dad and my dad, I'd call him that too. Whenever we would literally be playing, I never liked baseball because I didn't understand.
So this is one of those moments where I was never jealous of you sharing, like me sharing my dad with you.
Yeah.
Because I would be laying on the couch, like passed out, and I gotta like open up an eye, and you guys would be like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., still going hard.
Oh, dude.
Just you two playing fucking
Baseball, yeah.
And my dad just telling you when to fucking swing.
All the time, bro. He would be like...
And he was spot on.
Dude, always...
For a video game.
Always spot on.
I don't even know how he would know that.
Right before the pitch. Just because he knows pitches. He was literally like... He would look at it and he would be like, "You got no outs." He's like, "No balls." He's like, "Swing at this. Swing at this." And then he'd be like, "You got 2 balls. Swing." He'd be like, "Don't swing at this. Don't swing at it. Don't swing at it." And he would yell at me. He'd be like, "Don't swing at that ball." And I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry." And then when I hit, like if I hit or got on base, the excitement that we would have, like screaming, happy, jumping up and down, was like soccer. Like, ah! Like I'd hit a single, and he'd be like, "That's right, baby, every time." Like dude, man. He got my batting average up to like 50, 60. I was 50, 60%. I was killing it. So, very excited about that. But anyways, we got to get out of nostalgia.
Yes.
What, in the current events of things, I wanted to talk about this. I was thinking, any stocks that you want to talk about that you think we should be investing in?
You know, I haven't had to... Fuck, it's cliche, but I haven't had the time to
stock around.
Like, last time I bought stocks, it was quite some time. My portfolio has been set. It's just been accumulating, Luckily, I haven't been losing a lot of money. I mean, I keep an eye on it. I manage it myself.
I always bet safe. Like I always go like steel or like an energy company, or like I always go for like things that are too big to fail.
Where do you exchange?
Well, I used to have what was it? This little app called oh shit, what the hell is it?
The one I use that I do myself is Robinhood.
I've heard of Robinhood. I've never had Robinhood. I heard a lot of crap about Robinhood because of the GameStop issue.
Yeah.
Were you involved in the GameStop stuff? Did you hear about it?
I heard about it, but I was not a part
Didn't
of
buy
it. Yeah. I didn't buy it.
Yeah, it's crazy that they could do that. Like instead of capping losses, they were just like, "Nah, we're cutting it off. No more loss." I was just like, "Dude, that's crazy. How could you?"
Yeah.
And that's why I don't play that game. I don't play the stock game. You know, and you could say, "Oh, well, as long as you don't cheat, there's no issues." Dude, if I did have something like a stock or something like that, and it did do good, if they didn't have it as well, it wouldn't do anything. Like if they don't have the stock, it would be no good.
There was a time where I was like super dedicated to stocks.
Yeah.
I was doing pretty well.
Yeah.
This was in Hawaii.
You were doing well in
This
Hawaii.
was before having a child.
Yeah, you and your wife were making such good money. I remember that.
This is yeah.
Remember that house,
Like-
dude? 2.4 thou a week.
Yeah, the beach house, man.
God, that house.
Good God, Eva Beach House.
You were my home.
Most people, when you travel to Hawaii, will never go or hear about Eva Beach.
That's literally like one of the best feelings because it's all locals, and like you have this feeling of inclusion. So first of all, for us plain skinned people, us Lulus. I mean, he's not. This guy's obviously a Latino dynamite monster, but me being Norwegian and Danish and Deutsch, and as white as paint itself. When I was there, there's such an inclusion.
They're called Howleys.
Yeah, Howleys is
You're a
what y'all
Howley.
call me.
I mean, I was a Howley.
Bastards. That's what they call me. That's what you call me. But like we were out there one time on the ocean, and there was this group of like 10 locals, and they were going around with ukuleles and stuff, and they were just like playing music, and they were like, and it was.
Don't.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. Obviously, it doesn't sound good, but I do it. But it was so good. It was so spiritual and like connecting. And
You remember me trying to teach you how to boogie board?
Yeah.
Fail.
Yeah. Well, see, I've always had what I'd call not in shape body. So
You don't need
rhombus.
You don't need rhombus. All right.
Remember we tried to surf?
It's
bad.
I bought a surfboard.
Did
and
you?
I never learned how to surf.
Oh yeah.
Try to teach myself. So people out there,
Yeah.
Eva Beach, not the place to be learning how to surf. Waves aren't big enough.
No good waves.
And when you're as big as me, you definitely need bigger waves to learn on.
You mean hypothetically?
Hypothetically speaking.
Man, I remember how much fun we used to have. We used to go out, this is beforehand, because I'd be like, how are you not scared to go out into the ocean? Because we were in an area that, like, wasn't for tourists. Like, it was right off the house. So, like, yeah, you could swim in it, it's totally fine, but they weren't policing it. So, like, if you were going to get a shark attack...
Coral was fucking crazy.
Coral is the
Man.
craziest thing that you would never think of, because coral is so freaking sharp.
Yep.
So you would be walking, and then you would just slip a little bit, and then your fucking entire foot would just be gashed from here to
You
here.
have to learn how to swim, like on your back.
You doggy paddle almost.
Just
Kind of.
like, yeah.
So we used to swim heavy, like hardcore. We used to swim. I want to say two things about that. We used to swim
Okay.
hardcore heavy, and one time we ended up watching these locals fishing, and they would always plant rods in the thing, and
Yeah.
then
In the sand.
and then like they would just leave it alone, and then they'd come back, and then they'd pull out this mega fish.
It would have a bell.
It'd have a bell,
Yeah.
and then it'd have like a mega fish that they'd pull in. They ended up pulling in these things called groupers, and they're like what has to be a 300-400 pound fish. And it's just a big fathead fish.
They definitely got it right.
Yeah.
So fishing on the beach, our neighbors, consist of full fucking barbecue.
Oh god.
Everybody
Love everybody. ELE.
in the lanai
Yeah.
having these fishing poles out on the beach. They have a little bell, You can hear like the bell goes
Ding,
off.
ding, ding,
Yep.
ding.
Then you fucking sprint over.
Sprint and grab that
all
fish.
drunk and shit.
Drunk
You're
as
still at the barbecue.
Everybody's drunk. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the greatest
God
feeling.
damn.
It was such a like retired feeling. It was such a we've already made it feeling. It's like
Yeah.
what Hollywood probably feels like. It's like what someone who's 65 who's not worried about life is. It feels it has this carefree feeling
Very laid back.
that even if the phone rings, you're like, I'm not gonna bring my phone outside. Like, why would I bring my phone outside? You don't want to. You're just like, nah, screw that, dude. I don't want to bring my phone outside. It was such a good feeling. I'm so glad we got to go. I especially loved that it was me and you going before your wife showed up. That was chill. If Rich Eisen didn't exist. God, I hate Rich.
Yeah, he's a douche.
Yeah. Anyways, that's for another story. But
Yep.
that was a crazy one.
What do you want to talk about? You've been asking me a lot. What would you like
Yeah.
to talk about?
Yeah. So I definitely I wanted to talk about that thing that I had to talk about with my friend today. He called me. Yes, he called me, and and he was talking about his girl, and he was a little sad, a little upset. Us boys, we get that way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard being a man. It's hard being a woman. It's way worse. I understand that, but being a man is kind of tough. And you know, he's talking to me, and he's a big guy too. He's, you know, I don't mean big like fat. I mean like 6'2", 6'3", 295, big body boy, like big man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he's a little upset about some things, and you know, he's feeling bad about this, and his wife's feeling this way and stuff like that. And I had to tell him, you know, like, you can't go into it, because he was just like, oh, you know, my wife's so beautiful, and I'm just fat and dumb and stupid. And I said, you know, you start thinking that way, and you know, she's gonna think that way with, you know, you being, you know, the leader and stuff like that. If you think she's better than you, then I got an answer for you. She is. If you think she's better than you, then she is. You know, and if you think that you're a loser, then you are. If you think that you can't do something, you can't. It's very simple. What you think is what it is. And people pick up on that vibe, that frequency, and they'll attune to that. So literally anything going on in life, literally, you need to work on it up here first. You need to work on how you feel about yourself and being content with you, who you are as a man, before you can
I see.
do that. Yeah.
So
I learned a lot of this from him, by the way. Go ahead.
that's true. So I think how I would compartmentalize that is that you need to manifest what you, maybe not what you like physically see yourself as, but you need to manifest what you see you want to, like what you want to portray.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Just like project of what you want
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
And to do.
Yeah.
Like I'm not walking around like, oh, my dad bod, nah,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. Which.
All these
But she
people
doesn't have a dad bod.
all these people must be just seeing my dad bod.
Right.
Like, fuck that.
Yeah, you can't be thinking that way. You be thinking like that, and that's what they're gonna see.
Manifest your own like fucking energy.
Mm-hmm.
Portray that out.
Yep.
And
yeah, and if you think
fine.
it up here,
yeah,
your insecurities. If you think it here, then it is. You know, I hate to say that. I don't mean to be like, oh, you can't be sad. But in reality, if you think something, and you're the person that knows you best, right? If you think it, then they think it too, because that's all you're giving them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's like me walking into a house and you say, hey, I didn't kill my wife. You say, well, but your wife's dead. No, I didn't kill her. Like it's like, you know, like you're providing the story for them. Only that, you know, they don't know who you are or anything. So all those energies and that way you feel and all those things, those are things you give off. Even being a woman, this is very true to you too. If you want a certain type of man, I hear that all the time. Yeah, I hear that all the time.
Confidence.
You know, I want this man that does this and this and this and this. And I'm not going to be a baby and say, oh, then you need to look in the right place. No, you don't need to do any of that. You don't need to do any of that crap. If you want that, manifest that, only accept that, and you'll get that. I promise you. I mean, the lady I'm with now, she wanted a tentative, sexy, beautiful, monstrous man, and that's who I am, you know? And it's about as modest as I can be. It says humble on the back of my truck.
I think the logistics of that works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logistically, we ship well.
Fucking A, brother. Fucking A. We ship well.
We ship well. Is there any other closing statements you want to say to everybody?
Closing statements?
Closing statements.
We're cut off?
Well, I figured we were done with this one. We're going to air again, but...
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say to the peeps? The valuable people that think you're pretty.
I'm not manifesting that. That's my...
That's the daughter. That's the baby.
Such a cool tattoo.
I know, dude. Such a cool baby. You got a good one, Dad. You did good. He's
My
a good
favorite
dad.
part of this tattoo is that the eye is right where she was born.
You know what's funny? I'll say this about his daughter, which is kind of amazing. Kids have such a personality, and like they develop that super quick, like quicker than I thought, really. Dude. Like she'll get attitude. Like he'll be saying something, and she'll be like, "Yeah, no, you coming to me."
She's only
and
2.
she's like 2,
yeah.
and she'll be like, "What's that? And you're like, "What did you say?" And she's like, and then it's so much personality and all that stuff.
For the record, she knows a lot more words.
Yes.
She speaks in better sentences than you just
Yeah, obviously I'm bad at that, but not a good kid imitator.
I won't let my daughter go down with that imitation. Okay?
No, but kids are brilliant these days, especially with how good they are at TV and internet, tablets.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh god, it's crazy.
So we downloaded this SpongeBob game
on
the PlayStation, right? Solely just for Venice. A little bit of me.
I was about to say right.
And so I'm just like, because she loves SpongeBob.
So
she sees SpongeBob running around, jumping around, talking, and she takes a controller from me, a 2-year-old, and she starts like playing around. I mean, she's not like mastering it, but she still like knows
she's
how
learning
to run.
It. She's doing
turn
it
around. I'm just like, this kid can also operate a tablet and phone masterfully.
Yep. I've seen it. I've seen kids be like, no, and then click X and then go to another tab. And you're like, how'd you know where the banking app was?
only learning apps, by the way. But she'll just be like, nah, I don't want to watch Mouse, which is like ABC Mouse. She'll be like, no mouse. She wants to play this like
mouse.
1, 2, 3 Apple. So she'll close the app.
Yeah.
Scroll over.
It's
only
brilliant.
thing she doesn't know how to do is enter the password.
Yeah. Well, that's advanced, like that's but it's crazy to see how good these kids are doing.
It's nuts, man.
They're really tapping into a consciousness, and some of these kids are well better off than us as children.
At 2, she's 2. She.
I don't even think you were eating it too.
She said, I wasn't eating it.
I think we were forcing food in you.
Let's not go dark.
Let's not go dark.
Let's not go dark. When I was 2.
Let's not go dark.
It was not good.
Okay.
So she fucking ABCs in English and Spanish.
Yeah.
She can count up to 20 in English and Spanish.
That's so awesome.
She's more Mexican than me.
Yes.
And like
a lot more Latino.
She's.
I
need to learn Spanish so bad. Such a disgrace.
No.
You're not doing any justice.
Nope. Bye, everybody. I call her. She's been tripping.